Do most extroverts really succeed just because they talk more? Or do introverts succeed by staying quiet because they're more intelligent? Is success about how much we speak? Or is there a deeper reason most people miss? Today's story reveals a habit that silently holds many of us back. You might not even realize it, but this habit could be your biggest obstacle. So stay with us till the end. In a small town lived a boy named David. He was smart, hardworking, and had big dreams, like becoming the top student in class, mastering new skills, and building a bright future. But David had one habit that was quietly creating problems in his life. He talked too much about unnecessary things. Whenever he learned something new, he couldn't keep it to himself. He would tell everyone about his plans, his dreams, his goals, even personal thoughts and feelings. David believed that sharing his plans would keep him motivated. He also enjoyed the praise and admiration he received from friends, parents, and even teachers. But even after saying so many great things, success wasn't coming. In recent exams, his results were average. He couldn't understand what was going wrong. To make things worse, some people started making fun of him. Feeling low, David went to visit his grandfather one weekend. But even there, he couldn't stop worrying. Seeing him quiet and sad, his grandfather asked, "What's the matter, son? Why do you look so down?" David opened up. "I tell everyone about my dreams, but I'm not able to achieve them. And lately, I feel like I'm losing interest in them too." His grandfather listened carefully and then said, "David, it's because you share your dreams with everyone. That's why you're losing interest." David was surprised. "Really?" The grandfather nodded and began to tell him a story. Many years ago in a city, there was a young man named Thomas. He came from a humble family, but had a sharp mind and an unshakable vision. He dreamed of building a real estate empire, owning apartment buildings, commercial spaces, and one day developing an entire neighborhood where families could thrive. Every day, Thomas worked multiple jobs. He saved every penny, studied property markets during his lunch breaks, and walked miles to inspect potential land instead of spending money on transport. But Thomas had one strict rule. He never shared his plans with anyone. His colleagues would ask, "Why do you work like a machine? What are you saving for?" Thomas would just smile and say, "You'll understand in time." Even his own family thought he was wasting his life. His brother once laughed and said, "You're just a dreamer. People like us don't own buildings." Thomas said nothing. He simply returned to his work. Years passed. Slowly, Thomas bought a small, run-down studio apartment. He renovated it himself, rented it out, and reinvested every dollar of profit. Then he bought another and another. He studied zoning laws, negotiated silently, and built relationships with contractors who respected his discretion. One year, he completed his first apartment complex. The next year, he developed a commercial plaza. People who once ignored him were suddenly asking for business advice. The same brother who mocked him now wanted to invest in his projects. Everyone in the city was shocked. They had no idea how a quiet, ordinary man had built such wealth right under their noses. One day, an old colleague visited him and asked, "Why didn't you ever share your dreams with anyone?" "Not even when people laughed at you," Thomas smiled and said, "When you talk too much, two things happen. One, people try to discourage you, sometimes with words, sometimes by stealing your ideas. Two, You waste your energy talking instead of doing. Silence protects your goals. Words are like signed contracts. Once released, you can't take them back. I wanted my buildings to speak for me. Hearing this, David began to understand. His grandfather added, "Son, when you talk too much about your dreams, not everyone will be happy for you. Some will try to bring you down. Also, when you talk about your goals, your brain starts to feel like you've already achieved something. So, your motivation to work drops." David was silent for a moment. Then he asked, "Grandpa, how can I change myself?" The grandfather smiled. "From today, speak less about your plans and focus more on action. Let your success be your voice. Remember, silence holds a powerful energy." That day changed David. He stopped talking about his plans to others. He studied harder, worked quietly, and avoided unnecessary conversations. Months passed, and David saw a clear change in himself. His confidence grew. He stopped caring about people's opinions. And this time, in the final exam, David ranked first in school. Everyone was amazed. His friends asked, "How did you do it?" David just smiled and remembered his grandfather's words. "Stay silent. You can achieve everything." A few years later, David became a successful entrepreneur. His story inspired many. He proved that true success comes from doing, not just talking. The strongest voice is silence. Speak less, work more, let your success do the talking. Talking less or more depends on personality, and neither is wrong. But always remember, you don't need to share everything with everyone, especially your dreams, goals, and future plans. Keep them to yourself until you've made real progress. Because sometimes just talking gives you fake satisfaction, and that satisfaction slows your hard work. Build yourself so strong that your work becomes your language, and your success becomes your answer. Work quietly, and when the time is right, the world will know what you've achieved. If this story touched your heart, please give it a like and share it with those you care about. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more inspiring stories like this one. Thank you for staying with us. See you in the next story with new thoughts and new lessons. Until then, stay well and stay peaceful.